everybody, welcome to Scrap Value. I'm so glad you're here. Today I am making 3D embellished holiday gift tags using chipboard. I'm cutting out the chipboard to be 3 inches wide by 4 3/4 inches long. Here are some I've already cut out and added the decorative paper to, but I'm going to show you my process for making these tags. And so I have some chipboard and I'm using my Tim Holtz precision trimmer. It's a big trimmer that cuts through chipboard like butter. So then I'm going to punch a hole in it. I'm just going to use a tag I already made as a template to trim off those edges at the top to make it into a tag. And you'll need some embellishments and some decorative paper, of course, and scissors and a hole punch. And so I'm going to trim my chipboard to be 3 inches wide. But I know that I'm doing voiceover here, and I know that I trimmed it to be slightly shorter than 3 inches. Not on purpose, but I did. And so what I will do is use the chipboard. I'll just place it on the paper and then I'll trim around the edge. So just use it as a template. Then I'll make sure that my paper is exactly the same size as my tag. So I'm going to just take a nail file here and use that to sand down the edges of the tag to get rid of any of the jagged edges. So I'm using the tag that I already made, the chipboard tag, undecorated, as a template. I just place that up against the chipboard that I just cut out, used my scissors to trim along the edges at the top to create the tag. And then the next thing I'm going to do is take my hole punch and I'm just going to eyeball it. Well, actually, I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to trace the hole that I already made in my template here. And then I'm going to line that traced circle that I already made up with my hole punch, my little mini hole punch here that I love. And so there I have the base for my tag. Then I'm going to take my paper. I'm going to place the paper up against the tag, and I'm just going to use my scissors to cut out around the tag. Now, you could use your trimmer and cut your paper to be 3 inches wide and 4 3/4 inches long, and then you could cut your sides of your tag and punch your hole. You could do that all if you don't want to hold it there, and you can also use clips to hold that paper up against your chipboard tightly while you trim around it. But I just held it firmly in my hand. I didn't use clips. I'm again tracing the hole to punch out. And then I will take my hole punch again and I'll line it up with the pencil mark and I'll punch out the hole for my gift tag. And then the next thing I'm going to do is glue the tag onto the chipboard, and then I'm going to decorate it. And I'm also going to use that same process to cut out a piece of white cardstock, white paper, to put on the other side of the chipboard, just so I don't have the chipboard surface showing. And so I'm going to just speed up a little bit here and show you how I finished the tag and how I decorated it.